Hi students, welcome to the class 16. In the last class, we have studied normal subgroups and some theorems on normal subgroups. Now, we'll discuss some more results on normal subgroups. The intersection of two normal subgroups of a group is also a normal subgroup. Suppose H and K are any two normal subgroups, then their intersection H intersection K is also a normal subgroup. Let H1 and H2 be two normal subgroups of G. We have to show that H1 intersection H2 is also a normal subgroup. Let X belongs to G and H belongs to H1 intersection H2. X belongs to G and by the definition of intersection of two sets, H belongs to H1 and H belongs to H2. Since H1 is normal subgroup, therefore X inverse belongs to H1 for every X belongs to G and H belongs to H1. This is by the definition of normal subgroup. H2 is normal subgroup, therefore X inverse belongs to H2 for every X belongs to G, H belongs to H2. Therefore X inverse belongs to H1 and H2. Therefore we can write X inverse belongs to H1 intersection H2. Hence H1 intersection H2 is normal subgroup of G. Next, the product of two normal subgroups of a group is a subgroup of the group. The product of two normal subgroups is a subgroup of the group. Let H and K be any two normal subgroups of the group G. HK equals set of HK such that H belongs to H and K belongs to K. Since H and K are subgroups of a G, E belongs to H and E belongs to K. E into E belongs to HK. E into E is E belongs to HK. This implies HK is a non-empty set. To show that HK is a subgroup, we have to show that XY inverse is a element of HK. Okay. To prove that HK is a subgroup of G, that is for every XY belongs to HK, XY inverse belongs to HK. So let X and Y be the elements of HK. X equals H1 K1, Y equals H2 K2. For some H1 H2 belongs to H, K1 K2 belongs to K. Consider XY inverse. X is X1 H1, Y inverse is X2 H2 K2 inverse. H1 K1 K2 inverse H2 inverse. Here K1 K2 inverse belongs to K, therefore this can be written as K. Instead of K1 K2 inverse we write K. H1 K H2 inverse. Here H1 K H2 inverse can be written as H2 inverse K. H1 H2 inverse belongs to H, so we can write H, HK. HK belongs to H belongs to H, K belongs to K. Therefore XY inverse belongs to HK. Third result, let H be a subgroup and S be a normal subgroup of the group G. Then prove that H intersection S is normal subgroup in H. Here H is the subgroup and S is the normal subgroup in G. But H intersection S is normal subgroup in H. Since H and S are subgroups of G, H intersection S is also a subgroup of G, no doubt. Therefore, H intersection S is a subgroup of H since H intersection S contained in H. Let B belongs to H and A belongs to this A H intersection S. Then this implies A belongs to H and A belongs to S. Since S is normal subgroup, it is given H is a normal subgroup. H. Since S is a normal subgroup, we have B inverse belongs to S. This is by the definition of normal subgroup. Also, since it is a subgroup, AB inverse belongs to S. By the definition of subgroup, A and B belongs to that group, then AB inverse also belongs to H. And hence, BAB inverse belongs to H. BAB inverse belongs to S and BAB inverse belongs to H. So we can write BAB inverse belongs to H intersection S. For every B belongs to H and A belongs to H intersection S. Therefore, HS is normal subgroup in H. Next example. If H is a normal subgroup of G and S be any subgroup of G, then HS is subgroup of G. H is normal subgroup, H is only subgroup, but HS is a subgroup of G. HS equals set of HK such that H belongs to set H, K belongs to the set K. Here E belongs to H, E belongs to S. Therefore E belongs to HS. Therefore HS is non-empty. Let xy belongs to HS, x equals h1 k1, y equals h2 k2. Xy inverse equals h1 k1, h2 k2 inverse. That is k2 inverse, h2 inverse, k1 k2 inverse, h2 inverse, k1 k2 inverse. These are belongs to S. Here k1 k2 inverse can be written as k, h1 k h2 inverse. h1 h2 inverse k is belongs to the set H's because H belongs to H, K belongs to S. Therefore HS is subgroup of G. Next, center of a group. The center of a group G is defined as the set of Z such that Z equals set of Z belongs to G such that Zx equals xz for every x belongs to G. If Zx equals xz, then those set of those z's is called center of a group. The center Z of a group G is a normal subgroup of G. If Z is the center of a group, then it is a normal subgroup of G. Proof. To prove that Z is a subgroup, let Z1 Z2 belongs to Z. Z1 belongs to Z, this set. Then the elements are of the form Z1x equals xz1. Z2 belongs to Z implies Z2x equals xz2 for every x belongs to G. Now Z2x equals xz2 multiply by Z2 inverse on both sides. Z2 inverse Z2x Z2 inverse Z2 inverse x Z2 inverse Z2 Z2 inverse. Z2 inverse Z2 is E x Z2 inverse Z2 inverse x, this is E. E get cancelled, or Ex equals x, x equals x, x Z2 inverse equals Z2 inverse x. This is of the form, this form. Therefore, this Z2 inverse belongs to the set Z. Now consider x Z1 Z2 inverse. This can be written as x Z1 Z2 inverse. X Z1 is Z1x Z2 inverse. Z1 into x Z2 inverse. X Z2 inverse can be written as Z2 inverse x. Z1 Z2 inverse into x. LHS x Z1 Z2 inverse, RHS Z1 Z2 inverse x. Therefore Z1 Z2 inverse belongs to the group Z. Therefore Z is a subgroup of G. Now we have to show that it is a normal subgroup. To prove that Z is a normal subgroup, let Z belongs to Z. This implies Z belongs to set Z, Zx equals xz, xz x inverse, xz x inverse. Xz is Zx x inverse, Zx x inverse, Z into E, Zx inverse equals Z, which is belongs to the set Z. Therefore, Z is a normal subgroup of G.